Views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting group. Get involved with Access Fort Wayne and make your own television programming. Call 421-1250 to find out more.
Something smells good. I wonder what Lynn's cooking today.
Hey, Lynn, what's cooking?
Now here's your host, Lynn Austin.
Hi everyone, welcome to Hey Lynn, What's Cooking? And in my kitchen today, I have a returning friend. He seems to return quite a bit in my kitchen, and I don't know why, because we
Free food.
we argue quite a bit, but we love each other very, very much.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. It's my friend Dana, and it's November, Dana, so
Yes, it is.
we, we love November, and you know, I sometimes get a little stressed out, and you know that.
Really?
So I figure that I am not going to lose my gourd this November. So on this show, I have taken us through a breakfast that could be done in a crock pot. Have a crock pot theme, okay? And then a main dish, and then, well, an appetizer before that. Everything that can be done in a crock pot. And the breakfast can also be used as a dessert if you drizzle something over it special, but we'll get to that later. But first, why are you being so quiet?
I'm engaged. I'm listening.
You're
Okay.
engaged?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that?
No, that won't happen again.
Okay. Well, that's news. You know, it's the holiday season, and those things happen in the holiday season. What? Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, okay. Well, we are going to move on to some wine to toast the start
Best part of the meal.
Yes, and this wine is a Pinot Noir. And you were afraid that I was going to mess that up, because sometimes I do that, but you know, hey. But it goes well with everything.
Yep.
So anything that
Meat,
you're
fish,
making,
whatever.
Dessert, hiding in the pantry from
Another
the
glass
family,
of wine goes great with.
sipping in there while the meals are going on, and you're just got to take a little time for yourself. It goes well with doing that too. So,
Now they know where to find you.
man, I just let that secret out, didn't I? So this is called Erath, and we're just going to pour some of this, and this is one of my many favorite sounds, but listen closely.
If this wasn't a G-rated show, I had a
One more
good
time.
comment from
One
that
more
sign.
time. It's a G-rated show, unless it's after midnight, Dana. But we're all adults. Can you clean it up a little bit?
Oh, I cleaned that glass up.
Okay. Here's to, like I always tell everybody, having fun in the kitchen, lots of laughs. As I pause.
Family,
and friends, and just fun and enjoy and soak up every moment that you possibly can. And if it gets a little stressful, the vino helps. So cheers, Dana.
Very good. Very good. All right,
You
so
know
go
what's gonna
ahead.
happen. Oh no, one more sip's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen right there. Mm-hmm. That's delicious. Okay.
Oh, I have to put it down now? Okay.
Well, yeah.
right.
To put it down, to move it in a space that you don't spill it, because red wine is not a good thing to have to clean up. So, oh, and did you check out my glasses? I'm waiting for him to say something, because
These are fabulous glasses, by the way.
these were a present from
Me.
Dana.
She forgot
Hey,
my
Lynn,
name.
what's cooking? Glasses.
30 years and she forgets my name.
Didn't forget, I was concentrating on taking the sip of the wine, and I didn't spill. So we are going to get started
Alrighty.
with a lasagna.
All right,
And
awesome.
You know what?
In a crock pot?
In a
Say it isn't
crock
so,
pot.
Lynn.
You know what? You can have this. I'm saying it so because you can have it as a main dish. You can have it as an appetizer.
Very nice.
Which in our family during the months of November and December, I tend to do a lot of appetizer dinners and just kind of make them simple and
Quick,
easy. And this will get you. You can make ahead of time. You can warm it up. You can bring it to a friend's house.
Very nice.
Anywhere.
Yeah, versatile.
Very. So we have one crock pot that's ready to go. That is already sprayed.
Okay.
And if you want to make all these dishes in one day, don't go out and buy crock pots. Even though in the month of November, sales are happening on crock pots, big time. But phone a friend, call somebody that has an extra crock pot. So you want to start bringing all our ingredients over there.
All right.
We have chicken. We're going to put in there taco seasoning. Oh, the smell in here is, I am not kidding you. Refried beans are going to go in there, and right here I have a little bit of melted butter, and I will explain that in a moment. Salsa, some extra salsa. Wouldn't fit my cute little bowl, so I had to do 2 of them. Cheese, this is a combination of sharp and taco cheese. And of course our soft shells. And that is for the buffalo chicken, so we're good with that. So what we're going to do is get started with, I'm going to show you these beans. It's 1 can of refried beans.
Okay.
Say that like 3 times after a glass of wine. And don't know how it's going to come out. That could be a game at your holiday party. Into that is about maybe 3 tablespoons of softened butter. And what this does, it makes your refried beans fluffier.
And
See
it
how
adds fat to it too.
well,
So.
yeah, it adds a little bit of fat. And we are making this with chicken. And if you're looking for a calorie, like, say, watching your calories during, because sometimes November you're being like, oh my gosh, everything's being thrown at me with food. Just I always say take a smaller proportion. You can sample it, you're good, and then add the veggies to your plate and you're fine. But if you're not worried about it, go for it. See how nice that came out? Okay, so we have the butter all mixed into the beans. And what we're going to do is just keep this right here. And to the bottom of your dish, the crock pot dish, we're going to add, it's just like making lasagna.
All about layers.
All about layers. Do you want to layer that? And then I'm going to do one thing here.
How many do you usually use? 3,
Well,
4?
depends. I say 3. I like 3. Perfect. Just kind of put that one in the middle. And to this chicken, which, awesome thing, what I did for today is I cooked this chicken in the crock pot yesterday. Beforehand in some broth. So I had about maybe 4 or 5 good sized boneless chicken breast and put them in the broth and cook them in the crock pot, let them cool and packaged them and put them in the refrigerator. Then you can take them out, cube them, shred them, whatever you would like to do. So that is done. So you don't even have to mess with that. And to this chicken, we're just going to sprinkle over some taco seasoning. So you don't have to go crazy with all the seasonings because it's already in there.
Right. The good thing about using the crock pot is, you're not doing it right then. You can pre-do a lot of your stuff and just add it to it and then not even worry about it.
You're done.
You can listen to holiday music.
Listen to holiday music, drink wine, because over the years,
who doesn't like holiday music?
I used to stress over a lot of things, and I still do. I'm not going to lie. But I have learned to soak in those moments and try to enjoy the little things that come by.
By soak, you mean pour wine down your throat and let it soak in?
No, I mean like sit in the bathtub and soak and have a glass of wine.
And bonbons.
And eating bonbons. No. I like to watch everybody at dinners, and I'm dropping all my chicken all over the place. My counter's clean. Don't worry about it. We're not on TV, so you didn't see that. Okay. So our chicken is tossed into the taco seasoning. And our beans
Okay.
are mixed with the soft butter.
Okay.
And you have the first layer of shells.
Okay.
So we are going to add, I like to put the beans first, because to me this is kind of like the glue,
base,
the
yeah,
base.
uh-huh.
And then to that I would add the chicken and then the salsa and the cheese, and then I repeat.
Just
So
easy to remind for your ingredients. Always remember, go heavy to light. It just makes it a lot easier, so you know kind of which to put in.
That
Because
works.
yeah, if you put the beans in last, it's going to soak down. You'll have a bean pie.
doing a great job there, Dana.
Hey, thank you.
But you're not going to use all the beans though.
Okay.
You're just doing a layer because you're layering the lasagna. So you got to take some of that out of there for some goodness of the layer. You
And
went,
communication in this
you
is
went,
a key.
Well, I said
mean-
we were doing we were doing lasagna and we're doing layers. I didn't say we're dumping everything in there, right?
Did she say that we love each other earlier?
But he was talking, giving a hint or tip or two, and it was kind of about Dana a little bit, and then we just kind of used all my refried beans. But that's okay.
Is that good, or
I
do we
still
want more
love
out?
you. No, you're good. You're good. So to that, do you want to add the chicken or the salsa? I'm going to let you.
I would do the chicken.
The chicken? Okay. That smells so good. Yummers. And that's why in November, for my November show, I really try to stay away from
Now, is this chicken breast that you?
chicken breast.
Yeah.
If you were listening to me, it was boneless, skinless breast earlier. But
That's
you
the
weren't.
key part.
Um, I stay away from the staples because I think everybody has their own family
Thing.
tradition of stuffing their own. And no matter what recipes you see, and like, oh, that's good, maybe I should try that. Come on, you're gonna go back to what grandma or mom had,
Or
and
Nona.
what Nona. Is that what you say,
Yeah.
Nona?
Ain't that what you call it? Nona.
Nona. That's Nana.
Nana. Oh,
Nana.
Okay.
Like, who's a Nona? No. Oh, no.
Robin Williams was at one time.
Oh.
But
Okay. All right. Now we're going to add our salsa and whatever type. Oh, here, I'll let you do it. Whatever salsa you prefer, whatever spiciness. Now, mine is going to be very limited on the spice because I'm not a spice girl. I was never in the group. No, was never in the group. I don't care for spice. It scares me. I like scary spice.
yeah,
That's right. Oh, he finished the whole salsa in there. Okay, that's fine. All right. Now we need some cheese.
All right, am I using all of this cheese for this first one?
No, you're not.
Because we're
You're
doing
just-
layers.
We're doing layers. It's a lasagna.
Yeah.
Layer the lasagna.
Did we tell each other we love each other?
Yes,
Okay,
we
just,
did.
Okay, just curious.
I'm so thankful for you, Dana. Very much so.
As she drinks more wine. Mm-hmm. It's easier to say that. When
See,
she
you
drinks
can
more.
cook with anybody in the kitchen as long as there's wine involved. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, now we need some more shells because we're layering. It's like the noodles.
Gotcha.
See?
Hey, I'm catching on.
It's okay. Now we're on
Yeah.
the second layer. You got it. You got this, Dana.
I'm getting used to the twist and turn that you're putting in these dishes.
It's a twist and a turn. Yes, you twist and then you turn because you have to simplify your life, Dana. Do you understand that? You have to
You
kind
should
of
have told me
simplify.
that 40 years ago.
Well, hey, I told you I'm just catching on to that.
So now we're going to do another layer.
Right, and I almost flipped that cheese. You would have been laughing your butt off if I flipped that cheese. Do you want me just to plop it
Go
on there
right
and you
ahead,
spread? Okay, Dana,
Yes, ma'am. Here
spread those beans.
we go. Once again.
Your wine is over here all by itself. That's sad. Okay.
One of us needs to be cognizant.
Hey, trust me, this is not my first rodeo of drinking wine and cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah, Grandma started me when I was 5.
How many parties have you been to at my house that I've hosted? And woo, let me tell you. Okay.
How's that?
Perfectly spread. Alrighty.
So our next layer would be more chicken.
Yes, and actually you can finish off the chicken. I don't know what it is about wine, but it just like immediately like relaxes you.
I don't know, it could be the alcohol.
Well, no, it's just, I think it's full of grapes and goodness.
Did you know that wine has grapes in it? That was a PSA for Lynn there.
It's full of grapes and goodness.
Well, thank goodness it has grapes in it.
We're thankful for that because it's the month that you should, not only you should be thankful in November, but you should be thankful all the time. But we kind of get reminded that we should be thankful in November.
So every Thanksgiving, thank for goodness for wine.
Wine, yes, absolutely.
All right, so we're in there, all the goodness.
All the goodness. Now, did you want to add another layer on top, or did you just want to leave it as cheese, a little bit more cheese on top of that? How did you want to do that?
I would probably maybe add one more layer with cheese and the salsa.
Okay, you can take that other bowl and just sprinkle like a little, but do the salsa and then some more cheese on top. And then we're going to let that go on low for about an hour or two till it starts to bubble.
And I'll save
and
a little.
Have its fun in its crock pot.
I'll save that.
Oh, we put that all in
you
there, for goodness sakes. Yes, just
well, I
finish
thought we
it
might
off.
put it on the next layer.
No, I think you'd just be fine just like that. Thank you. Right, yeah, okay, that was from the counter. Never mind.
And then we're going to put a few more of these.
Oh, did you want to put them on there? I thought you just wanted to add cheese.
Oh, I could just add cheese. That's fine.
Yeah, just add cheese. And you can take it as high as you want it to go. How many layers? We're just going to do that today. And then we have the done one right there.
So.
And it's so easy to, you have to kind of take 2 serving spoons
You
that
can
pop
take
it
a
right
log.
out because you sprayed it and it comes out, so it's very easy to platter up. So you can cut it whatever way you want to cut it, and there it is.
There's our finished product.
Yummers. Yum, yum, yum. Okay.
And if you're not full after you eat that, then you've got some issues.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is a hearty dish right there. So we have our main dish. So I think we should go on to, we kind of did it in reverse, but that's okay because that's how I am. We're going to move on to the appetizer.
Very cool.
And that is over here if you want to start bringing all those ingredients. And it's chicken again because I did do that chicken in the crock pot day before, refrigerated it. It's so much easier if the chicken is not hot to dice and cube. So just make sure you have cool chicken, okay? So be a cool chicken. Okay, so to this, we're making buffalo
Oh, it smells good.
ranch dip. Ranch and chicken and cheese and hot sauce. Now, my hot sauce is a little bit of hot sauce. Oh, and I forgot to mention, well, we have low-fat cream cheese in here too, because there's low-fat cream cheese. And this cream cheese, I have softened already, so it's in the crock pot. Now, to give you a little tip, if you were like, oh my gosh, I got home from work, it's 5:30, I am due to bring the appetizer to so-and-so's house at 7, you can actually put the cream cheese in a bowl, toss in the cheese, the ranch dressing, the hot sauce, and a little bit of garlic salt, and put it in the microwave.
Okay.
Okay, melt it all down, mix it, kind of stay on it so it doesn't burn. Then when it's all melted, add in your chicken and then add
put
it
it in
into
there.
the
Oh,
crock
wow,
pot.
okay.
So you have just cut the time off, but if you have time, you can put the cream cheese, the hot sauce, the ranch dressing in the crock pot, put the lid on, let it all melt if you want to.
Very good.
But otherwise, if you're in a hurry, which most of us are during this time of year, just kind of break it down a little bit, put it in the microwave, and then add it to the crock pot, and out the door you go. Okay?
Simple.
It's very simple. So right now we have 2 bricks of cream cheese.
Okay.
And if you wouldn't mind getting me something to stir with, that would be perfect. Okay, so we have the 2 softened cream cheese in the crock pot. See, it's a little bit
Gummy.
Yeah, but it's okay. We'll work with it. And to that, we're going to add maybe about a cup of ranch dressing.
So you're talking about, calories and watch it for, I mean, you could probably use light ranch.
Oh, light ranch, light cream cheese, low fat cheddar cheese. And we're going to add that to that. So this is about maybe 3 to 4 cups of cheese. Just going to stir that all in. And
Too
then
bad the cameras don't have smell-o-vision.
It's right there,
Oh,
and it
man.
smells so good. Now I love the celery in there
Okay.
as opposed to the chips. That's like my favorite. I love the celery in there. Then we're going to add some hot sauce. But for our time schedule right now, we are just going to add the chicken in and let it go. Here's a little bit of garlic, salt to that. And then we have the cubed, shredded chicken that I'm just going to put in there. We're going to put it on low in the crock pot and let it have its fun and kind of check it.
How long do you usually put it on there for, just by taste?
It's about taste. It's about, not so much about taste, it's about what it's looking like.
Okay.
So you just kind of, with this one, it's okay to lift the lid because the chicken's already cooked, so you're not messing up the crock pot temperature. It's more of like heating things through because everything in here, the chicken's already cooked, so you're not like messing anything up.
I'm going to sneak on the side of you real quick. Move this out of your way.
Oh, this smells so good. Delish. Easy appetizer. And you have 2 dishes out of that chicken that you cooked prior. So just going to add a little bit more cheese, and then we're just going to put that on low.
Low and go, right?
Low and go. But like I said, if you want to cut the cooking time and you need to get out the door, your microwave and your crock pot are your friends. And nobody has to know.
But these are one of those dishes that you make that it's like, it's addicting. You just can't have just, one scoop, and you got to come back and
They're just, you want to take that for me, and
Yep.
then we can move on to our monkey bread. I love this name of that.
Okay, we're gonna
Monkey
put it
bread.
right in here.
Right in there on low, and it's on. Just put the lid on. So we have our lasagna going, our appetizer, buffalo chicken, doing its thing in the crock pot. And now I kind of picked at this, but this is our monkey bread. That's very good. Okay. And we have a little argument about this monkey bread. Just a little bit. Can you pass me that plate before you open your mouth?
Sure.
Okay.
So, there's the right way, and then there's Lynn's way.
Okay.
So let
Hold on.
Lynn tell it your way.
My way is, as I'm talking, can you bring the pot, the inside of the crock pot,
Okay, and
over and all
coated
the...
with butter.
Yes, it's coated with butter. We're going to bring all the ingredients over here to tell you my way of doing Dana's version of monkey bread in the crock pot. Because he was all excited about this, and he told me what to get. And I said, well, that's not happening, because he broke the bank in the ingredients, and it is November, and everybody's kind of watching what they're spending this month, Dana. And we kind of have to, I need a butter knife. All right. Dana wanted cinnamon rolls, and I won't mention the brand, but they were
But it
close
sounds-
to
it
$4
sounds like
a
brand.
can. Okay. Well, I wasn't going to spend $4 a can.
Right, because
So-
it was $3.65. So
What'd you do
wouldn't
with
have-
my bags, Dana?
your bags?
My bags, my Ziploc.
Well,
Where-
last time I saw them, they were under,
We
under
can't
your
find 'em.
eyes.
Okay, I'll find another one. So I went to the store without telling Dana that I was going to change up his recipe, and I did. So instead of the $4 cinnamon rolls that had the cinnamon and had the sugar already in it, I got the dollar cans of the Grand biscuits.
The what
Okay.
kind of biscuits?
No, they're just Grand because they're big. I
Oh,
didn't say
okay,
anything. I did
okay.
not say anything. So, well, first of all, into this bag, we are going to add about a cup
Of brown sugar.
of brown sugar.
Light brown sugar.
Light brown sugar. Cinnamon,
Cinnamon.
cinnamon.
2 teaspoons.
Which now you're adding up to the can cost of the can that cost you almost $4 a can. And he wanted 2 cans a recipe. So I'm like, well, no, that's not going to happen. No, not going to happen. Sugar,
But see, I was thinking that it's for family and friends, so no cost is ever too high for family and friends.
but what your family and friends don't know won't hurt them.
Oh.
See?
Oh.
Okay. See? So meanwhile, he's texting back and forth and telling me all these ingredients. And I'm like, got it. All taken care of. Yes.
I figured
So
I
now
even took a
okay, can you-
picture of it, handwritten,
Yes.
so to make it easier for her.
Yeah, it did. Can you mix that together, hon?
I can.
Thank you.
Sure, dear.
So to this buttered crock pot, and your kids will love this, because what you're going to do is take these biscuits and you're just going to toss them in there. There they go, into a buttered crock pot. And have fun, because this can be made for a morning breakfast. As soon as you get up, get your coffee going, turn on the crock pot. It takes 2 hours. There.
No
2
one's-
hours.
Yeah, you know.
Bubbles, and we're going to put butter over a layer, because there is butter in this. Okay.
You don't have to
more.
cover the pan with because they're going to expand. in
Right,
it,
they're
so.
going to expand. So that's why we're having fun just kind of throwing them in there, right? If you want to add a layer of that cinnamon sugar, and then we can do another layer
Yes, ma'am.
of it, and then we'll be good. This is my version. Let's put some of that cinnamon sugar right in the middle. And you're going to cook this on high for about 2 hours. And let the kids get in there and have fun if they're up. If you have little ones, they're up.
Then
So
you
they'll
throw
have.
throw a little more butter in there, right?
Yes, I'm going to throw butter. I'm going to throw butter in there in a minute. Our done products there. Monkey bread, you pick apart. You just pull it apart and you have fun. And if you want to add it, you want to just bring it into dessert time, just add some hot, warm caramel sauce over it and serve it with some French vanilla bean ice cream. And then you have a dessert.
But it's
Yeah.
best when it's warm. It just falls a
Yes.
nice ooey gooey.
Butter, because everything, I never said it was going to be low-cal, but I always tell you just a little bit will do you.
And a little bit more.
And you're right, this expands, because this was 2 cans of the biscuits and the brown sugar, cinnamon and regular sugar, and butter in the crock pot, breakfast or dessert.
And that's what it looks when it's done. And then
Done.
you can drizzle your icing on it, or
Oh,
you know,
after it's
yeah.
done, this was powdered sugar and milk whisked and drizzled over there, and not in the can, for $4 a can. Yes. You're thankful for me. I know you are. Yes, you are. So, we just wrapped that up.
Yeah, that was
didn't
pretty
we?
good.
Yes, we did.
I mean, 3 quick things for
Well,
a good meal.
we had the wine that went with
Oh,
everything.
that's a food group by itself.
Well, it's grapes, it's fruit. Hello. It's fruit. We have our main dish, lasagna. We have our buffalo chicken, and that's in the crock pot. Our monkey bread, which he says one way, I say the other, but it all works out in the end. So when he makes it, let them buy
Hey, it
$4
was fun,
a
though.
can. But it was fun, and
Yeah.
I'm thankful for you, and
I'm
I'm thankful
thankful
for
for you, too.
all of you for tuning in to Hey Lynn, What's Cooking? And I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and wonderful November, and let's be thankful for everything and enjoy
There
each
you go.
other and have
Happy
fun.
holidays.
Happy holidays. Love that sound too.